All right. So as you know, or if you don't know, my drill went out on me, so I had to go shopping today, and I've been waiting. A guy, Scotty, like a son to me, he told me to wait a couple of weeks because I had a question about the fuel. Milwaukee fuel is, regardless to the other one, and I just want to know the difference. Say these got a little bit more power or whatever, a little bit more torque, better. So actually I went and brought my drill, and then my guy Frankie that works at the local Home Depot here, he said, don't forget your free tour. Well, I don't read, alright, I adjust that camera. So Scotty told me to look up and read. I didn't look up and read, but thanks to Frankie, I got me a jigsaw, cordless jigsaw out of this deal. Put this in, see how this, wow, that baby's working pretty good. So, I already have like a fuel sawzall, and all of even my other drill, even though it wasn't a fuel, it was the M18. So I wanted to make sure I went back with the M18 with the new drill. Only thing, my other drill wasn't a fuel, and it lasted me, I say at least a good, I'm not 100% sure, but I know I had that thing at least a good 10 years. And I think it still would have been working if it wouldn't have been dropped a couple of times. But I did go out. The battery almost dead, but I did go out and purchase me a new fuel drill, and I got the 2-part component, so I will put this one on charge, but works with the older batteries that I got here. And then it also came with the smaller one here, so the impact drill, so for the bit, so I put these on charge. But I had to go out and spend some money today, man, and at least I got a free tool out of it. I'll probably take the brackets off here because I don't work on homes. I don't need to put them on the belt, on a belt or nothing like that. Mine are normally here in the garage, and what I kind of use mine for is, drilling on the sheet metal, drilling out welds, which is what I need to do today, the spot welds, to get a piece of a panel or get a panel off. So, but man, I feel pretty good that I finally got me a drill. I waited an extra 2 weeks, and like he said, the price didn't go down on the combination set here with the drill and this here, they cordless, but I did get a free tool out of it, so I guess it was worth waiting the 2 weeks so I could get that this jigsaw out of the deal. Even though the jigsaw didn't come with a battery, I got quite a few batteries because my old drill used the same battery, so that's all gonna work. So I'm gonna put these on charger, and then I'm gonna come back and get back on this 70 Wildcat today. But man, you don't miss the water till the well when dry. That's what I always heard. So I just gotta figure out how this comes out of here. Do they just pull out, or I'll figure it out. That's what YouTube is for. So yeah, really nice tools. Like I said, I'm gonna take these off. I won't need them. And I got extra batteries because my other drill was the same thing. Alright, so I come through. I want to find my spot weld. I see it right there. And that's the reason I brought the two tools. That's the reason I brought the two tools, because this one I'll probably just leave this little drill bit on there, so when I need to drill out a spot weld, I can just drill it out, and then my other tool, I don't have to quit changing the bits over, because the welder, the spot welder bit that I have, I used to have to change that on and off. So by me having the two drills here now, I'm only gonna have to change out. I leave that on there, and I don't have to keep swapping out here. Okay, so with this, I have a few different styles. This is the first style that I brought, and these tend to break pretty easy, so I don't really use this one. I brought them, I still got them, but this one here is the one I like to use. So the head screws off of this. I normally put this in a vise, take a vise grip, screw this off. But it's got different size. I got one in-between size, but I didn't feel like looking through the drawer to find the other one. These was right up on top. So this one should be good enough to get that spot weld off. I just switched the head, because when I'm just working on bigger panels up underneath, I use the bigger one just because I want to get the piece off of there in a hurry, and I just know this is big enough for whatever size spot weld that I run across. And same place where I brought this bit from, Blair, they sell this grease that you can put on here. Alright. Now that should pop loose from there. Okay, it's loose. Alright, so it's a brace. It's a brace back here too. So I was trying to save this. But don't look like I'm gonna go through the trunk and look and see. But it's just a small lip on this back side. And I'm trying to see where it's welded. I don't feel a weld there. I'm probably gonna have to just hit this loose from the back side. So I'm gonna come back after I clean this trunk up. Alright guys, so hey, that's why I went and brought another couple of more totes when I brought those new drills. because I know I wanted to get all of this stuff out the trunk, and I'm redoing the interior, customizing the interior, and I do mean customizing for the 70 Wildcat. So some's gonna like it, others will hate it, but I'm gonna love it. Alright, so even though some of this truck been port 15, but if you look there, it still got some of the original floor paint on here. So this trunk is really nice. It's a hole right there. Don't know what it's from. Why they had a hole right there, and it's another one right there. I don't know why they had the two holes in there, but it's the opposite hole on the opposite side and another hole. I don't understand why those holes are there. It's another one right there. I don't know why they put the holes in there, but I will just be seam sealing them up and get this trunk, the rest of this trunk poured 15. I'm in here now, so this is the piece here. So like I say, it's a small lip here that's got to come off. So I gotta get that separated. And this piece is cracked, so I'm gonna have to bend this back up and weld this piece back on there. So it's a little repairing that's got to be done in this area. I might just, I don't know, I'm gonna have to look at this. I might just cut it loose and just weld it back up. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna do that, but. All right, so I cut this piece off here. I just went ahead and took my little saw and cut this off. So it's fine. It's just like part of this was rusted out anyway. So up underneath, I'm gonna weld and reattach a new brace onto this. Done. And to show other guys like, hey, you can do these cars yourself, man, with a limited amount of tools. So far, let me just walk you around the tools that I'm using to do this with here. So these are the tools that I'm fixing this with so far. Well, you know, that's the main thing. But otherwise, these are the tools. You know, the little die grinder, you know, but these are the tools, man, you know, so, and these are the same tools that I use to work on most of my body panels, you know, and then you come up with results like this, you know, so, all right, now I'm gonna come in and get this corner shaped. So I gotta redo this corner to go in here. Like I said, you won't be able to see me do this because I just don't have the way to put the camera angle in here, but I gotta lift this part up, get it back up to here, and then weld this back together and weld in here, get all this welded up. It wasn't welded from the factory, but I'm gonna weld it just to strengthen it up a little more. And like I say, a lot of times we get done with these cars, we doing better than what the factory had them, you know. So far, I went over to the vise and I bent this corner up, and then I put a line here where I want to cut this off. So I'm gonna come in here, cut this piece off of here. All right, so I want to leave extra. I want to leave extra. I don't know if you can see this or not, but I want to leave extra on this side here so I always like leaving extra so I have room to work with here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get another piece of metal, and I'm going to lay this part down on the metal, and then I'm going to weld it in from the bottom. So let me cut me a piece of metal out, then I'll come back and show you what I'm talking about here. All right, so to give you an idea of what I'm doing here, I got my little L shaped here. Then I got me a square. So what I'm gonna do, I gotta grind this down, make sure I got clean metal. But I'm just gonna stick this on here, leave a little gap all the way around, and then I'm gonna weld this piece together, and that's going to give me my corner there. Okay, because see, I'm just going to get this quarter, then I'll weld the rest, then I'll work on getting this piece done. But right now I just want to get this corner done, so I'll come in after I get this all welded up and we'll go to the next step. Alright, so I come in, I get this piece, so it's there, okay? And that's all I did there was just, I'm hoping it's in the camera, but, so I already shined a light, made sure I wasn't getting no light through here, so it's nice and sealed. But I will come through and put seam sealer in here when I'm done with everything. I need to come through, and what I like to do is just come through with my marker and mark where my line in. Okay, so then I can look at this, and I know I want this angled just a little bit to give myself more room. And then I need the to cut this out right here. So now I'm gonna come through and I'll do that, and then I'll be back. Alright, so now I cut this down. So you see how that's looking? So now I just gotta just do a little grinding on this to get this to with this here. Man, this die grinder, you could put different bits on there. So I got this weld is way too high here, and I'm telling you, you most definitely want to wear a face mask, safety glasses or something, because this thing, it does the job. I put a different bit on here. So that thing, it'll eat, I'm telling you, it'll grind away whatever you need grinding away. So now that's sitting down in there a lot better. All right. So now I can come through and weld this up. All right, so now that corner is in there. Weld it on top. Now, what I want to do is I probably need to put a new blade on here, but let me see if I can get this to cut with this blade. All right, so I'll be trying to show exactly what I'm doing here. See, I wanted to get this corner in farther out here. So this is pushed way up under there. You see that? So I can get this corner where I want it. So once I weld this up, then I'll pull this side back out. All right, so now that corner in there, and all of that is sealed up around there pretty much. I'm gonna get in a little closer here. I got all of this patched in now, pretty much solid. Like I said, I just welded that loose and cut it back in. All right, so I'm probably gonna have a two-part video. It's gonna be probably a more detailed on doing this whole window channel, but this corner is in here now, so that's nice and solid. Like I said, I probably go put on my zoot suit, you know, welding overalls, get in there, lay down, and I got a bracket that I'm gonna have to reattach up under here in the trunk area, but I get that together. But this is pretty much solid. So overall, I got to come in and finish this up here. I want to pour 15 in here, get that all done up before I start. But this is pretty much all the patches are in, so this is nice and solid now. So, all right, so that's how you do those corners, guys. You know, that's how you do the corners there. Any car, don't have to be a 70 Wildcat, don't even have to be a Buick, but you just do one piece at a time. Because in the other video I started out here, put this patch in, got this corner in. Now then this lip was 8 out, so I redid that lip. Like I said, it's gonna be a 2-3 part video on me showing you how I did this whole thing here. So alright guys, you like these videos, like and share them, subscribe to the channel, help get my numbers up. Alright.